Have you ever told yourself, "I'll do it later," or "I'll start tomorrow"? We all have. At first, it feels harmless. But what we often don't realize is that every later acts like a small thief. It quietly steals a piece of our time. When these delays add up, they can steal our future. Hours are lost while we stay lazy. Days pass while we keep planning to begin. Years slip away as we wait for the perfect moment without realizing that the perfect moment is always now. Today's story is about a boy who learned the true value of time. Maybe his story will help you understand something important. Time waits for no one. In a small, quiet town lived a young boy who had everything he needed: loving parents, good teachers, and a comfortable home. But he had one big problem: laziness. He always postponed his work. For every task, his answer was the same: "I'll do it later." When his mother asked him to clean his room, he said, "Later, Mom." When teachers gave homework, he thought, "I have plenty of time." When friends invited him to learn new skills, he replied, "Maybe tomorrow." Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. While his classmates moved forward, the boy stayed in the same place. His friends learned instruments, scored well in exams, and developed new talents. But the boy kept thinking and waiting instead of starting. His parents worried. His teachers scolded him. Everyone told him the same thing: time is precious. Don't waste it. But he didn't listen. He believed they were exaggerating. One day, after failing another exam, the boy felt frustrated and decided to visit a wise sage who lived on the edge of town. People believed this sage had answers to life's biggest questions. The sage was sitting peacefully under a large tree. He smiled and asked, "Why do you look so worried, my boy?" The boy replied, "I'm upset and confused. Everyone says I'm wasting time, but I don't understand why it's such a big problem. I'm still young. I have my whole life ahead of me." "Ah." The sage nodded and said, "You are young, intelligent, and kind. People could be wrong about you. It's your actions that determine whether you're right or not. But by looking at you, I believe you do have a problem." The boy asked in surprise, "What problem?" The sage smiled gently and said, "Let me tell you a story. Once there was a generous king who ruled a prosperous kingdom. He loved his people and cared for them like a father cares for his children. He was very famous for his helping nature and kindness. He helped many poor people. One day, while walking through the market, he saw a man shouting angrily at others. To his surprise, the man was his childhood classmate. The king saw that his old friend had become very poor, jobless, and had lost all respect in society. The king asked him what had happened. The man replied angrily, "Your system has failed me. People say I'm useless. No one gives me a job. I don't know how to feed my family." Feeling pity, the king said, "Come to my palace tomorrow. I will open my treasury for you. You may take as much gold and jewels as you want. Whatever you collect will be yours. But remember, you only have one day. When the sun sets, the gates will close forever." The poor man was overjoyed. He thanked the king and went home dreaming of wealth. The next morning, he woke up and said, "I have the whole day. Let me enjoy breakfast first." He ate slowly and relaxed. Later, a friend came to his house and said, "I'm going to the riverside, and as I passed by your house, I remembered you also like fishing. Do you want to join me?" The poor man thought, "There's still a lot of time before the sun sets. I have time to collect the wealth in the evening." Both went to the riverside and had a great time until afternoon. In the afternoon, the poor man remembered he had to meet the king. He said goodbye to his friend and headed toward the palace. The sun hung high in the sky, pouring heat onto the earth. After walking for a while, the poor man felt tired. He came across a dense tree providing shade. Looking at the tree happily, he said to himself, "I still have time. The treasury won't go anywhere. Let me rest for just a bit." Under the cool shade, his eyes grew heavy, and he lay down for what he thought would be a short nap. When he finally woke up, he saw the sun was setting. Orange and red colors painted the sky. Panicking, He ran as fast as he could toward the palace. But when he arrived, panting and exhausted, the guards were already closing the massive gates. He pleaded with the guard to open the gate for a while. He cried, "The king promised me I could take treasure." The guard replied, "Yes, but we are only allowed to let people pass until sunset. The sun has set." The man fell to his knees, realizing what he had lost not because he didn't have the chance, but because he had wasted it, thinking he had more time than he actually did. The sage finished his story and looked at the boy, who sat in silence. "Do you understand now?" the sage asked gently. "Every day is like that treasury. Every sunrise brings opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. But these opportunities don't wait. When the day ends, it never comes back. Time is the only treasure we truly have." The boy's eyes filled with tears. He realized how much time he had wasted, but the sage said, "You are still young. Your treasury is still open. Don't waste it." The boy returned home with determination. From that day, everything changed. When his parents asked him to do something, he did it immediately. When teachers gave assignments, he completed them the same day. When opportunities came to learn something new, he grabbed them without hesitation. Years later, when people asked him the secret of his success, he smiled and said, "I learned that time is the most valuable treasure. Wasting it is like throwing away gold." The gap between success and failure is not always talent or luck. It is how we choose to spend our time. What you delay today may cost you tomorrow. Do not wait for another day to do what you can do now, because sometimes tomorrow never arrives. This story reveals a powerful truth. Our life itself is the treasury. Every morning, the sun rises and the gates open, offering us new chances to grow, learn, and improve. Yet most of us live like the poor man in the story, believing we have endless time. We keep telling ourselves, "I'll do it later, I'll start tomorrow, I still have time." But the hard truth is this: laziness is the silent thief of dreams. It doesn't come loudly or forcefully. It speaks softly and gently, saying, "You can do it later." And before we realize it, later turns into never. The boy in this story was fortunate. He received his wake-up call early in life. Sadly, many people spend their entire lives without realizing that each passing day is a treasury that closes forever and can never be opened again. There is a saying, if you respect time, time will reward you. But if you waste time, it will slowly take your future away. If this story touched your heart or opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs this message. Like this video if it inspired you, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful, life-changing stories.